Greetings all, and welcome to Daily Pali Reading. Today, I would like to share with you 11 good results or benefits that come as a result of practicing metta, or loving kindness. This is found in the Mettāsuttaṃ. This Mettāsuttaṃ is not the Mettāsuttaṃ in the found in the Aṅguttaranikāya. This comes from the Aṅguttaranikāya, the section on 11s. We will read through this section by section, and then we will give a translation and talk about perhaps some grammatical or other interesting points. Mettāya bhikkhave cetovimuttiyā āsevitāya bhāvitāya bahulīkatāya yānīkatāya vatthukatāya anuṭṭhitāya paricitāya susamāraddhāya ekādasānisaṃsā paṭikaṅkhā. We will just go through this in order. Regarding metta, or regarding loving kindness, O monks, that is the liberation of the mind and heart. Loving kindness, that is, practiced, developed, practiced frequently, or made much of, made a habit of, made a foundation of, experienced, increased, augmented, well or thoroughly undertaken, 11 good results are expected. This word, metta, is dative. It's in the dative case. The dative case, of course, often marks the indirect object. So you might say for loving kindness, but we might make that a little clearer in English by simply saying regarding loving kindness. And here we have our vocative plural, O monks. This word, if we want the fancy description of this, it's in apposition to Mettāya. Cetovimuttiyā, we see like mukti here in Sanskrit. Mutti, vimutti, emancipation, liberation of the mind and heart. And this is also in the dative, so regarding loving kindness, regarding the liberation of the heart. And these words here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words are used, just put right next to each other. They are all describing Mettāya. Mettāya, or they're describing metta, but they are all in the dative case as well, because they are adjectives and they are agreeing with the noun that they're modifying. That is actually what helps us understand that this is dative. By itself, Mettāya could be dative or genitive. It could be instrumental. And it could even be locative, though I think more often would expect that, perhaps. But this word, āsevitāya, is definitely dative. These are all 100% datives here. So āsevitāya is practiced. And I did put a note down here. If you look in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, in the first section there, verse 14, you'll see this word in Sanskrit, āsevitāya, taha maybe, just with the same meaning. I am not that well versed in the Yoga Sutras or other Sanskrit texts, but whenever I see a corresponding word, I like to share it. Sometimes that helps us remember it more easily. Bhāvitāya, developed. So this does not come directly from the verb bhavati. but rather the causative form, bhavati or bhavayati, which means to cause to exist or to develop. Loving kindness practiced developed bahulīkatāya, and this kataya here we see happening a few times. This is past kata from karoti, made much of, practiced frequently. Yānīkatāya, made a habit of. Vatthukatāya, made a foundation of. Anuṭṭhitāya, experienced. Paricitāya, increased. Loving kindness is something that it's apamaнаṃ. It is something that is limitless. We can always increase. We can always practice more. We can try to bring our loving kindness to an even higher level. Susamāraddhāya, well undertaken. And then we get our subject. This would really be ekādasa 11 ānisaṃsā, good benefits or good results or maybe benefits are expected. Katame ekādasa, which 11? Sukhaṃ supati. He sleeps Sukhaṃ. So Sukhaṃ can mean, it's the opposite of dukkha. It can mean happiness, but in this case, it's being used as an adverb. So he sleeps, this person sleeps happily. Sukhaṃ paṭibujjhati. Here, it's actually, the same word is actually now the direct object of this verb. He wakes up to, he experiences, he knows happiness. Na pāpakaṃ supinaṃ passati. So we see this word here is probably related to supati, and it is. He sees passati. And by the way, I should say these are all third person singular present active verbs. Passati, he sees, right, should start here. He does not see an evil dream or an evil vision. He does not have a nightmare or nightmares. Piyo, hoti, he is dear, manussānaṃ, to people. This is dative plural. Amanussānaṃ piyo hoti. He is dear to non-humans, maybe to the gods. And here, explicitly mentioned, devatā, rakkhanti. Actually, before I go on, I do want to say, this could even be animals. I mean, if you have loving kindness and you take care of animals, you are probably dear to those animals. Devatā rakkhanti. The gods protect him. Nasa aggiva visangva sattaṃ va kamati. And now here we have really, this is na plus asa. Not to him go fire or poison or sword. Notice here how they, in Pali, the va is going after each item in the list. So in English, I think we would just use two ors. We'd say fire or poison or a sword. Do not go to him. Tuvataṃ cittaṃ samadhiyati. Quickly, his mind, samadhiyati, becomes calm. This word is related to samadhi. The Buddha tells us that a calmed mind sees reality yatha bhutaṃ. So this is a very good thing to have happen, a very good benefit, a very good anisaṃsā or anisaṃso. mukhavano vipasidati. His facial feature, you might say countenance, vipasidati, becomes bright. Asamuho kalam karoti. This is a Pali euphemism for to die, to make one's time. He makes his time, maybe we could say it even better, he makes his time unbewildered. He dies unbewildered. What a beautiful, beautiful thing that would be. Uttari apativijjanto brahmalokupago hoti. This one, the dictionary helps. Here, arriving or reaching the Brahma world, he does not, I think, penetrate further. The not here is this negating. And I think the meaning here is that he's reached the highest point. His understanding cannot go any further. We'll just recap here. Mettāya bhikkhave cetovimuttiyā, āsevitāya, bhāvitāya, bahulīkatāya, yānīkatāya, vatthukatāya, anuṭṭhitāya, paricitāya, susamāraddhāya. These ekādasānisaṃsā paṭikaṅkhā. These 11 good results are expected. And this was the 5th section of this larger section. So I think one thing to think about is that as we are practicing our loving kindness, putting it into practice, something that we have to do, we have to practice this. We can talk all we want about it. As we bring it into the world, we may not agree with the Buddha's list, but I think it's a great list to think about. And I suppose one thing, if we were just to stand back and say, maybe we don't agree with the list, but there probably are good benefits that are going to happen. And I know I ran into a person I know, a friend, and he is just such a benevolent person. He radiates this out. And I was just, when you're in the presence of a person like that, you know, there's just no misunderstanding that. And it's a wonderful thing. So may we all continue to develop our loving kindness. Peace, friends.